What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video what I'm going to be making is a sand casting block. Now this is essentially a block that I'm going to be using to cast silver rings in. And you'll see what it looks like as I cut it down. Essentially it'll be two pieces that fit together with casting sand in the middle, sometimes called green sand or Delft clay. But essentially, between the two pieces, you pack them together nice and tightly with the sand. You make a mold, and then you will pour your molten metal into the mold. And one thing I did have a few issues here when I was doing this boring operation. It was a learning experience for me, but it actually didn't turn out all that bad. I was getting a lot of chatter because I was trying to bore quite a ways away from the head of the lathe, and my boring bar was sticking out too far, essentially, from its clamp there on the saddle. But it ended up working out not too bad because the chatter you can see there on the inside of it actually added a little bit more texture to the inside of the bore, which actually helped hold the sand pretty well. So either way, I'll show you more when it's done. Alright you guys, I gotta apologize there because I lost a little bit of footage when my camera died. But this is my sand casting block completed. This is what I will be using to cast silver rings with. Now, one of the last things you saw before my camera died was me cutting this recess on the inside of here. And that, you can see there's one on both sides, right? That recess is actually in there to have a place of expansion for the sand that I pack in here so that the sand won't slide up and down on the inside of here when I move it. I also took and made a little mark in here with my Dremel tool so that it always lines up straight, because that's very important when you're casting, because you want the two pieces to come back together correctly. You know, I've got a male side on this side and a female side on this side, so the block sits together and then you can cast your metals. So the way that it works, and I'll be showing you in this a video coming up, we're going to use this and we're going to cast a silver ring. Is the bottom side, the male side, is placed down first. You pack it full of sand. You put your ring on the inside, your blank, whatever it is that you want to cast. You put a little bit of flour or talcum powder down. You put your ring in, whatever it is that you want to cast. You put the top on. You make sure that your pieces are lined up, and then you pack sand in the rest of the way. And then with the baby powder or the talcum powder inside there, or flour, after you've packed it full of sand and you take it apart, you have the perfect indentation of your your ring that you want to be casting. You take it out, you punch a couple holes in the side here, one as a sprue for pouring your metal, and one or maybe a few more as your breather holes depending on your size. You know, you put it back together and then you cast it and melt your hot metal in. So that's what we'll be doing next. We're going to take this and we're going to cast a silver ring. So stay tuned.